Ziggity Zig talking his way to bronze game number 82 between myself. Wow, look at that total miss, but I will explain that in a moment. And up in the bottom left here of Core Hall Compound is Thunder. I'm already slightly ahead. Is there a reason for that? Did he screw up his split as well? No? No, I just seem to do a bit better. That's interesting. Alright. Fair enough. Now, this was a game I played. I'm trying to catch up on. There's a short game there. Some more games. So what I had to do was I actually played on a laptop using the Trackpoint. Yes, old school Trackpoint game. So this is me trying to play a game using the Trackpoint, which is kind of funny. Which is probably why my APM wasn't all that good. My control was really bad. It was very. It's really difficult to do anything with the Trackpoint. I mean, I'm not much better with a mouse, but it all depends on what you're doing. So it's either the best I do so far is with an external mouse on the laptop with no other programs running. Like if I don't have Skype running and I don't have Fraps trying to record it and things like that. So that's usually the best. So this is just I played a couple of games with me on the Trackpoint, and this was the one that I seemed to play the best. You can sort of guess that means that I lost the other one. So this one did all right. Up against a Protoss, trying to figure out what to do here. So I come down, I see things, I see just this there. There we go. So his gateway started, both gateways go down at approximately the same time. So I have a quick little peek around, check for gas, etc., etc. The rest of it is pretty bog standard. I get gas down myself. Yeah, I seem to be quite a bit out in front here. Woo! He's got some pretty low APM there. So this might be one of those games where I'm up against someone who's not all that good. Here's where I notice that, he has done a full wall in. So I think to myself, that smells like a zealot rush. So basically I keep my little probie in here, try to figure if there's anything I can do, but whoa! I don't remember seeing that happen. Did he take all of his probes to come out and do that? There you go. So I think Zealot Rush. Well, what beats a Zealot Rush? Well, having the 3 Stalkers out pretty early is my best bet there, so I decided to get the 3 Stalkers out. So there's the timing, everything going alright. Still continuing to add some workers. I'm at 17 supply, which is pretty good, I think. Don't need that second gas because actually about, a few minutes ago I should have had that gateway down. So that's a little bit late. Otherwise I would have had the 3 Stalkers out a little bit faster than that. Although I have taken 5 whole game seconds off my time one of these times. So maybe this will be the day that it gets better. So there's the first Stalker coming out, which is cool. Yeah, basically, when you do this was what, what was his name? One of the first guys that I sort of started talking to and became friends with in ladder, and he showed me the Zealot Rush, and it was the best way to get out of bronze. Oh, we got a Zealot Rush. It's really awesome. So you block off so that no one can rush you. Fair enough. But I kind of prefer this Stalker play here. I check out my base just to make sure there's nothing there, and there's not. So there's my second one that I can start chrono boosting. And after I chrono boost that, I have enough left and I can start getting some more stuff. I can start getting pylon. There's 5. Oh, 5. Oh, just a little long, so I think that's probably more like 5. Yeah, 5:10. So a little after the 5-minute mark is when I get 3 Stalkers. So I put them here along the edge, getting ready for, as I assume there will be a bit of Zealot play. And here comes Zealot number 1, followed up by nothing. There will be no further Zealots. That is all we get. He is making them. So I think to myself, that was a pretty weak Zealot push. Maybe he was just walling in. This is the fun thing about bronze. You think you know about tactics and things like that. What can he be doing? What can't he be doing? So double gate up front, I figure, well, I don't know what he can be doing. So my Robo was a bit late. I should have another gate pretty quick. And in fact, I think No, maybe I spent it on units. So I keep getting units, but at the same token, 22, 23, so that's fine. So I seem to kind of held fast on that. Wow, I don't understand why I don't have my other gateway right now. So I decided to come down here and take a watchtower just to see if I can see what's going on. Ah, there we go. So there's my third. So there's the third gate of the 3-gate rowboat. Longest 3-gate rowboat you've ever seen. Just about ready for an observer. Thinking about it. There it goes. 7:08 is when the first observer goes out for a scout. And in PvP it's a bit late because I've been trying to work on this sort of earlier robo, which I'll probably want double gas for sooner or later. Oh, I'll show you a couple awful games later where I just did things terribly wrong. Why am I going there first? Oh, because that's where the robotics facility is headed. So got an immortal coming out after that. Forgot to go out with my pro, but I managed to spot that down and take care of that. Yes, you see a warp prism. You also see a robotics bay. That's interesting. I don't recall seeing too many Colossus. So I'm trying to stay ahead, and I'm staying ahead in worker supply. I've got that covered. Oh, yes, we're almost oversaturated there, so I should probably stop building those. That goes in my 3-gate. So my 3 gates are producing. My robotics bay was producing. What happened there? Come on, robotics bay, make another immortal. I am a little bit ahead in both army supply and worker supply because this is all I see. Now, at this point, really wish I had a... Can you imagine if you had a sentry and you just pop that right there? I think that's why I came back. I came back in order to get... Yep, there's another immortal coming in. What did I do? There we go. Now I get another forwarding pylon. Still nothing going on as far as... Ah, so here go his peeps. I think I saw them in the corner of the minimap, but no, guess I didn't. So I finally get this off, which is cool. Base is under attack. You managed to do a small attack on this, but with a little bit of reinforcing, 3 stalkers can hopefully take those out without dying. I believe they do alright. Expanding based on a little bit of map control, even though I can't quite see everything that I want to see. He does take out 2. That's sort of bad. And he's got this one. Yeah, here's this other one here. So I decide, fine, let's not expand. Let's just warp in some sentries. So this was my defensive maneuver because I figured I was pretty far ahead if all he's got is that, because I can see his door, and I can see that he's got nothing left right here. So I decide to attack, and while I'm attacking, I just go back every now and then and wall that off, because he doesn't have ranged. He just has a couple of guys, so I just keep popping one down there. I mean, it's kind of a tactic. It's sort of like a deny the base race, and there's, yeah... There's a friggin' Colossus picking me off pretty fast because I'm not going up the ramp. Oh, you're all gonna yell at me for not going up the ramp. Get up the ramp, you. Meanwhile, I miss a force field or 2. Try to get... Yeah, I try to beam in a couple guys, but it's just not quite happening for me. Meanwhile, I know I've got his base. Trying to take it out as best I can. I try to block the top of the ramp, so the blocking is working. I evacuate probes, knowing that I've got plenty of money to start another base if this base race goes awry. Now, I had this game named as a fail to scout, followed by a derpy base race, and it is kind of a derpy base race. But the failing to scout, so here we go, and I start another base over here, and I think I send these guys down to the bottom corner, but for the most part, here's me just trying to take out... There's only 2 of them left, so I really could have stayed, but I didn't bother. because I figured this was all he had, and just a couple of zealots up the front. So I should have maybe checked the ring, just to see if there was enough. You can see he's with the GG, mostly because he can't. Yeah, that is probably everything he's got. So a couple of things I did right. Not many, but a couple. One of them was I stopped him from coming in when he went around me, so I did hold this off, otherwise my base would have been a lot worse off. I could have done it a little bit better, brought in some more stalkers. And the other thing was preventing his probes from escaping. That was big. That was very handy. And there we go. Now that was a game where I was just using the track point, so I thought I did okay for the fact that I was using the track point. Now, what I have found is I've grabbed SE2 gears, and I've loaded up the full replay so I can have sort of, you know, the chart of how things are going, and I can see over time how my APM has actually increased. In fact, it sort of spikes every now and then. That's probably because I, you know, don't play for a few days, and then I try to get back into playing, and it has actually increased almost steadily since last August. So I do feel like just looking at that line makes me feel like I am getting better, and I think I am getting better, and I'm sort of understanding a lot more about this game. I'll explain something that I don't understand at all in another game that I'm going to do later. Let's see, some other friends of mine have started playing. Need to add them on Battle.net. So, yeah, I need to start doing some shoutouts to some other guys that are posting up some bronze and some silver replays, like Toto, StarCraft, and my buddy Tom is also doing it. There's a few others that I found, and some really, really handy places of learning the ropes. Filter StarCraft is one that I recently found, which is really cool. It's up along the lines of SE2 School. Just lots of good stuff coming up on YouTube, and it's really exciting to see that much from the lower levels. I'm enthused about it. I feel like I'm not, you know, just alone in the waters. I feel part of almost a community. Anyway, leave me a comment, send me an email, ziggyzig@gmail.com, or you can follow me on Twitter @ZiggyStarCraft. I will stop talking for now, but you can stay tuned.